How is everyone doing? I'm ChaosEclipse. This is Medieval Dynasty. So today we are actually going to be going over an update. I already had a video that I was supposed to put out for it. Was running late for work, did not put the video out. I do apologize. This was actually a couple days ago, but there was an update that came out for this game, and I just wanted to talk about it real quick. I did do another video before this one, but I'm actually going to put this one out first just because it does talk about the update. And if you guys have any questions of anything that I'm actually doing in the background of this, it'll actually be in the next video, just because I'm working on just letting you guys know about the update and the other things as far as like me making upgrades to my village. So like I said, that will be in the next video. But with this one, I'm just going to go over the update stuff, so that's why it's the videos are kind of going to be mixed up. You guys may not even notice it. Obviously, I'm pointing it out, though. But that's just if you guys, like I said, have questions about it. That way you know what's going on. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So the update is the 1.4.1.4. So basically 14.14 with some dots in the middle there. So with the updates, what we're doing is for the Xbox Series X and the S, it does look like those are separate, but it does say that the performance mode settings in the graphics section, or in the graphics section of settings. So I guess they added in a performance mode because that's all it says. It doesn't say that they fix it. It just says performance mode settings. So yeah. And then it says separate settings for PC Game Pass and Xbox S Game Pass should be helping with launch issues. And then it says fixed restoring default control settings result in sprint and crouch set to hold instead of toggle. And then they fix the frames per second drop while walking with a torch on the Xbox S series. And I think I said that right. Sorry, I had to cough. So the other thing is with the PS5, they also have some separate settings here. So what we are looking at with that, oh, and I only made one of those, crap. So what we're looking at that is basically the same thing here. It says performance mode setting in the graphics section of settings. So I am on the PS5. Let's go take a look in the settings, graphics. There we go. We have a performance mode. We have a quality mode. So I guess they added that. I don't know. It's already set there for me, so I don't know. I didn't change any of that. Maybe it just automatically updated to that. I didn't really notice a difference, but either way it works out. It says that they also fixed restoring default controls. Oops. They also fixed, oh, I can only make one. That's why. They also fixed, default control settings for resulting in the sprint, same way that they did with the Xbox. Poor audio quality caused by compression. They fixed that. Where are all the rocks at? Ghosting effect while looking around. I'm not sure what they mean by ghosting effect. Maybe things were like disappearing or like spawning in while you were looking around. I had never noticed that before either. I was going to say I hear a fox. I'm not noticing anything, but also don't use the motion blur in almost any game that I play unless it's required, just because I don't like it, and that's probably where it's coming from. I do apologize about that. That was my phone sending me a text message. If you guys know me, then you guys have probably heard that before anyway. But anyway, it also says that it crashed when trying to exit the game from the death screen. I've only died once in this game, twice, 3 times, I don't know. But I've never had it actually crash on me, so I'm not sure. Just back away slowly. I'm not sure what they're talking about. That would have been a death scene right there. The boars are my biggest nemesis so far in the game. Also, if you look up on the top right, I forgot to mention this in the other video, the Winset, I have been guessing at what the hell that thing is the entire time. I found out it's actually a buffalo. I don't know. I've never heard it called a wisent, whatever the hell that's called. I thought that was like a bird or a fox or something. But it's actually a buffalo, and I actually found some the other day. If you take a look here at the map, and you look here, I thought that this is automatically going to spawn in like what animals are where. It only shows when you spot the animals. So as you can see, I did some traveling here. I went up to this area here, came back down, came up over here. I checked out the edge of the river right here. I don't think I actually went over to this place, but I saw the stuff here. Came here, came back down here, hit up that village, went across here, hit up this village, came down here, hit up this village, and then ran straight back home. But yeah, there's actually buffaloes and bears over in this area. I saw the buffaloes here, bears were up here. I do think that there's mines by the bears or bears by the mines. I didn't actually see the bear myself. I even turned around once I said I spotted a bear and I could not find him. Kind of glad. I probably would have died. The buffalo, I didn't get too close to them, but I did see them. They actually look pretty cool in the game. Anyway, back to the updates. So as far as PC updates and console updates, it says that they added a few things here. The ability to invert the front of fences during placement. So I think that just means that like while you're putting down the fences, you can actually flip the way it looks. So like if the front looked like the back before, now you can actually flip that and you can like reverse it or whatever. Anyway, they also added in the ability to continue placing fences on roads, or sorry, end roads from the last anchor point. Before, I hope they fix that with the fields too, because I noticed that when you put down a field, for you to start another field, you can't start it right up against it. You actually have to leave a small gap, and for you to fix that, you have to basically destroy the entire field and redo it. Where even if you're planning the same thing, you still have to make that gap, which is kind of dumb to me. So hopefully they'll look at that in the future as well, if that was not part of one of the fixes. It says the ability to place roads under already constructed gates. So if you had built a gate before, it was not letting you put a road under it, probably because it was counting as an obstruction, showing that the gate was already there, and you trying to put down a road was not letting you do it. I don't know why I walked all the way over here like this. I should have just created the stuff while I was out there. And then what else? Player can get knocked down after hitting something while mid-air. I don't know if that means that while I'm mid-air, if I hit something, that I can get knocked down. I'm not sure. Have not experienced that. I have tried a few things with that, but nothing's actually came out. So I'm not sure on that. Let's see, where are our pickaxes? Here they are. Let's go ahead and throw those in there. And we put 4 in. Yeah, they have 4. So that is probably one of the things that they were missing. They're probably also missing shovels. But I don't think they need shovels for what they're currently doing. Let's go take a look at that real quick. Yeah, so they only need pickaxes at the moment. Alright. Now there are a lot of actual fixes that they did, just in general. Slider dialogues, path in front of animals too long, the player will not teleport to the animal instead of walking. I don't even know what that means. That might be something like with the mount part. There's a night hunt quest, it wasn't giving rewards, they fixed that. There are a ton of fixes in there. I'm not going to read all of the fixes. If you guys want to check those out, please do. But then it also has updates here, stuff that they actually updated in the game in general. I will read those just because there's not too many of them. So it says NPC clothing system. NPCs should now have more variety when starting a new game, which I haven't noticed that they didn't anyway, but I'm still pretty new to the game. I have seen them switching clothes pretty often and stuff like that, especially based on the seasons and everything. So that's definitely a plus. Visual improvement of the ghost of constructed objects. I haven't seen any issues with that either, but once again, that is just something else that that was already like in the game for me. Like I didn't have to do anything with that. Let's see here. Player get up from ragdoll condition. I have not fell over in this game. From my understanding, you can actually fall over like if you're too drunk and stuff like that. So maybe that's what they're talking about, or if you get hit, like what they were talking about, and you get knocked down or something. I would assume a bear or the buffalo could probably actually knock you on your butt. So with that might be what they're talking about with the ragdoll effect and stuff like that. Like I said, not 100% sure on that, but that is something that they fixed in the game, or at least updated. Let's see here. NPCs, where'd it go? NPCs start their duties with some time offset. So basically, it's not going to be immediately when they get up. It's probably going to be like an hour into the day and stuff like that. So there's a little bit of an offset there. Animals change their daily behavior with some time offsets. I think that just means that, like, if you have a duck out there swimming in circles, now it'll actually swim over to the right and then swim in circles over there, and probably swim back to the left and do it that way instead of just doing one animation the entire day. Things like that. Not specifically like that, but just things like that. The other thing here, let's see, alcohol influence on likelihood to trip and fall. So basically, if you get too drunk, you can trip and fall. I guess that's something that they updated, which I don't know if that hadn't been in the game before, or that's just something that they fixed, or what. I have no idea, but that is what they're talking about. And then they added or fixed the horse and donkey tail physics. So I'm assuming that that means that before it was probably like really stiff and stuff, as far as like riding a donkey and stuff like that. It was probably just like sticking to the animation of the horse bouncing instead of it bouncing itself. So they probably fixed that, and now it all bounces like separate. It actually looks like hair instead of just being part of the actual animal itself. You guys know what I mean. I think I'm describing that wrong, but you guys know what I mean. And then the other things that they added in a few languages. It looks like they have Korean language, French language, German language, Polish language, and Italian language, which is actually a good thing, because what that means is that they are available to all of those different countries. And that's a good thing, because that means that they're planning on updating this game for a long time. Most games that come out that are only in like one or two languages, that means that they're either banned in those places or they're just not catering to them, and it actually gives them less business. The more business a company has, as far as why am I picking up stone? I need logs. The more business that a company has, as far as like when they make a game and stuff like that, it's actually going to benefit them, because they're going to get more money incoming. They're going to be able to pay their employees more, and they're actually going to be able to put more money into the game, because they have more people to cater to, instead of where if they make just one game and it's just in English, they're only going to be catering to people speaking English. Even if it's available in those other countries, a lot of people will not buy games if they can't understand it. I know I myself, I don't mind it sometimes depending on the game, but if I need to read subtitles through the entire game, and those subtitles aren't even in English, like, what's the point? Like, I have no idea what's going on in the game. Unless that gameplay is extremely good, it's kind of pointless for me. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not trying to say, oh, Americans this, blah blah. I'm not. That's not it at all. I'm just saying I get nothing out of it because I don't understand what's going on. So unless that gameplay is on point, then anything else that I'm going to be doing with that game seems kind of pointless to me, because I'm like, I have no idea what's going on. I just can't get into it, and I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, so that is that. That is all of the updates. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, like I said, there are a lot of fixes in there. If you guys want to know what all of those fixes are, there literally is a ton of them. Not why I say literally, but you can't weigh how many. Anyway, there's a lot of them, guys. If you guys want to see those, I would just Google it. Go to Google and type in medieval update 1.4.1.4, and it will give you a list on a website. The one that I'm using is the one off of the SteamDB website, but it is for consoles and PC. They're updating this game on both, where some places won't, or not places. Some companies will do those separate. It looks like all of these are being updated together, so anything that you guys are reading as far as updates on stuff, it's going to be for console and PC. But even with that, it will tell you, hey, this one's for PC, this one's for console, things of that nature. But like I said, if you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, anything like that, put it down in the comments. I definitely appreciate you guys stopping by, getting the update information, and I will see you guys in the next video.